Okay, it looks like we are live, so welcome back. Today I'm going to be continuing to work on Kano script. Yet again. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we got. So I've done a couple videos off stream. So they weren't stream series videos. So I did implement the rest of the types, all that fun stuff. And let's see what we got. So got this, right? So basically now this works. This works properly. It had to do with how we were comparing. And weren't like casting the values properly and things like that. So that's all taken care of. It should work for all of the operators now. Yeah, so that should be good. Yeah, so we can check if this key is being pressed, then we can do this. So actually, I think we can even get rid of this, since it just checks if it's equal to 1, so that might work. It might not work as well. It really depends. So I'm going to see actually if that works. I didn't actually try. Okay. Let's see. It should work. Why does it say that? What? Cannot find... Wait. That is interesting. It's way broken. What the heck? That might be a problem. Okay. What the heck? It should be in... here. Librelib. It is right here. So I copy it to user lib. Right, it was working before, so I don't know what that's about exactly. Okay, there we go. And yes, alright, so that does work. So yeah, we don't need the equals one. That makes it just a bit cleaner, right? Okay. Yeah, very cool. This is very cool. I like that. So let's see. Basically, there's some more things that we have in the issues. And then there was also something I encountered on the last video that I will need to work on. Need to work on as well. So DLL block, right? That basically means I want to take this and make it simplified a bit, where basically it's just a block, you know. So we have DLL like that, and then we have that, and then a block in here. And this is where we put all the functions for each thing, and then we'll be able to group it together. And when we load it into the virtual machine, they'll all be loaded at once instead of being loaded each individual time separately, and then it takes a lot longer to do that. And also it compiles it each time and things like that. So I think then we can just generate all at once. It's going to be faster to compile and faster to run as well. Then doesn't make much sense. Well, yeah. So I'm just trying to keep it consistent, you know. BJJW followed. Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to keep it consistent because the rest of them have that. So like you have if condition then. And we also have wall condition then. And I don't want to add a bunch of keywords. Like basically then indicates the start of a block, right? A non-function block. So that is why it would be that. Okay. So that's what it would look like. I'm not gonna do that yet though. And then we also have these two things. And then we also have some problems with the structs. So those are a few things, and this is something separate. So this has to do with the other project, so I'll get into that as well in the future. But let's see, right now, I did encounter a problem. So I have these tests. I don't actually run them, right, automatically, which I would like to do. But basically, right, I have root 110, and it's not doing anything. Okay? I did stuff before, it gave me errors. So I don't know why it would not work at all. Right, I was testing it on the last video. Alright, I'm going to copy and paste it just so it's easier to work with into the build directory. And just run it. So we'll know. Okay. Okay, it doesn't work at all. Why is that? Where does it stop at? Okay. Exit it normally. Let's see. So maybe I'll break on run instructions and see what instructions we have. Let's run it again. push. Okay, we're pushing value. What is the value? Should be 32, I think. It is 32. Okay, so we get that. Yeah, and it doesn't exit abnormally. But I'm just gonna run through. I want to see. Okay, it's kind of long. There's a lot of stuff. It's a big file. But I don't know why it would not output anything. Unless I change something in it. Yeah, messed up. Let's see. So, right. Also, this can be cleaned up a bit with some of the new stuff that has been added. But yeah, okay, it might be because of this. Let's see. If I change that, then we get an error. Okay. Type pointer. So, why do I do times 8 there? Oh yeah, because that's the data size. But can I just make this like that? It's basically the same thing. It's just then we have more type information. So if I do that, let's use data size. Right. Yep. It still doesn't output anything though. Should though. Right. Let me write it. And actually, we need a new line there. Wait a minute. Let's see. Let's see. Does it? It doesn't output anything. Oh, okay. Get out there. It does. Okay, so this doesn't execute. So what is the iteration? So I said 0. Is there something with the comparison here? I could use different data types now because there are actually more of them. So this makes sense to be probably an unsigned 64, and then this could be right. That should work. A U8 like that. Let's see. I don't think this structure is actually used. I think that's just for test purposes. So yeah, I can get rid of that entirely. I just complicated it. I want to make it simpler so that I can look at it better in the debugger and whatnot. So the index. So since this is an index, we'll use this. And here as well. Right. Yeah, these types do not exist at that point. So that is why I'm doing this. New size. Right. So that's just the current index, basically. Okay. This is a U8. And let's see. Is there anywhere else where we do things? And this can also be a for loop instead of a series of those. That just wasn't possible at the time. Okay. Iter can be okay. Definitely an issue. Right. So this never gets called, right? So we need to look at the comparison between the two. I don't know that I don't think I have a print int, right? That is not in here. To see what the values of them are. Let me think. So it's hard to go through in the debugger because it's not it's harder to represent it. So I still can, but I want to see if I can figure out before doing that. What if I let me copy the print. I just want to take this from it. Which that might need some changing as well, but I can try it out. Let's go to this one. It's a bit messy in here, but that's fine. I just want to try to print it out. So iter, can I do that? That's the wrong one. And actually that caused issues. I need to link this file. If the bug is in the wall condition, shouldn't be able to delete all the procedures and still get the same bug. Right, let me see. Perhaps, right? But I don't know if it's something to do with the functions, but I'll try that. Let me see what it prints out, and then I will try that. Stack Overflow. Okay, so this is broken, I guess. I rid of that, and Yeah, so I'll try deleting all of them. So I'm gonna make a copy of these. And yeah, I'll get rid of these. That makes sense. Right. It might be something to do in the compiler when it's setting them up, and then all of the variables, right? But we'll see. I'm a function. Okay, yeah, can't call the functions. Okay, and I need to write. Okay, yeah, so it still doesn't do anything. So it does seem to be in the condition. So let's see. Equals 0. Data size is 32. Huh. Yeah, okay. Hmm. Alright, well I can use GDB now. I know it'll be a bit easier to look at. So I can see, maybe I'll break on the comparison. So let me see what line that's on. So is it, it's not equal, it was less than, right? Yeah, less than. So compare less. Compare less, okay. So just, 1150, we'll break there. Too much H, 1150. And run with this one. And let's see, so, on a stuff here, did I run the wrong one? I think I did. I cannot stop it until it is done. What the heck, go faster. Right. Okay, there we go. So that loaded. What did I do? I thought I did run, apparently I did not. Okay, my bad. Debug info D lines map. Okay, yeah, so let's see that. So print A and print B. Alright, 3, 2, and 0. Okay. I see what happened. So, yeah. I'm comparing them in the wrong order. That's what the issue is. I need to swap A and B. Right. Basically like that. And this was, yeah, because of the order I'm preparing it. I could just change it in the macro though. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what it is. I forgot to change those. I meant to do that. So I'm pretty sure that is what the issue was. I solved it. And there we go. Okay, so that works. Let me try this one. And there we go. Okay, it works again. Yes, thank you for that suggestion. It helped very much. I will open it back. Fix, some instructions. Okay. Yeah, I should probably just change the macro because, well, I don't know. Does it make more sense? Probably makes more sense to pop out that way anyway. Uh, so, I can new document. And I want to remove one as well. But I want to try to run this print in. And that does still work. Okay, that's good. Good to know. I will update it with the types though. So int, I guess, does it make more sense though? I need like print signed integer and print unsigned. Because this is an int like this is actually a signed 64-bit integer by default. I think that's fine, right? Like just use that kind of integer. But yeah, I guess that does make sense. So I'll leave it like that. But yeah, I need like an unsigned one. So yeah, that is fine. That is fine. What is test dot in? Oh yeah, okay, that was test thing. I don't need that. Okay, I don't need read.c either. That was other testing things. And let's see. So I shouldn't have actually removed that one because I made the changes in it. That actually made better. So I will just do that again. Is that U8? Whoops, 8. And let's see, this is 64. this will be no, yeah, I don't need to allocate it like that. It's basically the same thing. 0. And then this is U64. Oops. And actually, yeah, that should be U8, not int. These are all U64. Okay, and this is as well. Not type. Okay. Yeah, I still need to fix this, but I'll get to that. And then this. Okay, that should work. So let me create. Not that before. So what did I change? Right, if I get rid of this, does that? Okay. Oh, because I did not reassign it properly. So I need to. Right, so deallocate it, because that actually allocates it when you do that, and then I need to just basically point it at. So we can do actually if I well hang on. Yeah, I just need to set data. Whoops, that's not data equals there. Okay, there we go. So that fixed all of the things. And I should probably deallocate this string as well, because we do allocate that. And I think, yeah, it's just UTS on this. What is it? Current? Yeah. It's kind of a weird way to do that, but there we go. Okay. Yeah, just to make sure everything gets deallocated properly. And yeah, I just want to make sure I can change the size as well still. Nope. Yeah, they are null terminated, but when you allocate, it's 0. It's what's the it's 0s by default, right? Valid pointer. Okay, so it doesn't like that. Is it from this one? It's not. So something weird happened. Did I mess something up? So it wasn't this. I'm assuming it's this one. Nope. Okay, what the heck? Is there somewhere where I need to change it? That is very strange. That works. What yeah, what is the reason that would be? I want to figure out what the cutoff is. 42? Is that what it is? Okay. What is the deal with that? Something to do with the size. Okay. I'm not sure. Maybe I should use GDB for that. It can't be greater than 40 or that happens. Okay. And yes. So where is it? Run instructions 907. So it's in the free memory. Yeah, there probably is some issues in it. Let's see, 418. Free cell and free cell 403. So it's trying to free stuff. Right. Why does it do that though? Right, it's all the way down at the end though, so that's gonna take a while. But I don't know why it's calling it. that should really be well handled. Next, the out. Right, we do call it there. I get rid of this, right? You know, I got rid of the out, so I don't know what that would be about. But you did it. Okay, so it is not like that. I get rid of both of the outlets then and run it, right? So it tries to allocate at the end, but then does it not crash here? Right. So it's something to do. The pointer is incorrect. Oops, I the wrong direction. So the pointer must be getting the location of it must be incorrect. But I don't know why that would change from why that would happen from this, right? Perhaps that would right? Is that not working? Issue? Wait, then it worked. What? There is there's some leaks, but that's from the compiler itself. So I know where it's at. I just haven't taken care of it yet, and I don't think the one file works. So let me do that because I'd like to look through what it says. Okay, maybe. Okay, maybe it has to go first. I don't know. Okay, so we got all that, and then we'll read of size one when we're inserting the memory. So there's an issue with inserting the memory, so that could be what it is. That may make sense. Okay, let's see. So insert memory. Let's see. I wrote this some time ago, so I don't remember quite how it works. So we set the data of the cell. Right, we allocate the cell, and then why don't we memset it instead of calc? Why don't we memset it at all? We allocate that. Okay. Nice thing this time. Yeah, it's a little broken. It's a little broken. I'm actually working on this so that I can write better syntax highlighting system basically in the language. Let's see. So 430 is where that's where I'm at, right? 430. Yeah, so it doesn't like that. And then that's where it's allocated though, actually. So I'm kind of stupid. 9.3. That's where copying into it. And is it not allocated large enough? Is that what it is? Okay. That can be what? That could be the issue actually. And then so 923 and 940. Okay, then we read and write from it. So that's where the issue seems to I'm assuming it would be. So we're writing into there. Okay, and where do we let me look at outlet, the outlet instruction. What do we do here? So we write it based on that. That's how much we insert. So perhaps it's not being allocated correctly. Let me perhaps print I don't have this here. Right, print well it's gonna be like that. Oh shoot, it could be something like that. So I'm using as int there. Well, no, because it is an int. Let's see. Actually, if I change this, right, make it an int like that. It does at the end still, but if I change this back, there's something with that. Because we're interpreting it as int. Maybe we should interpret. Well, we should cast it, right? Like, get the actual proper type. Oh, that's the wrong one. I use this as it. It still says invalid thing. So, right. It could be from other things. But let's see. So, yeah, let me do that and see what it is. I feel like that's something to do with that. The way that we are interpreting. So 4, 4, 4, 4. That's 4. A bunch of times. Why is it 4? I need that. And to it's actually it's still 4. Right, so is it hello, Sir Coffee Live, how are you doing? Good evening. Good evening indeed. Let's see. So that's kind of right. It's basically growing, but I don't get why it's 4 necessarily. But let's see. So do I want to? Right. If I just do that as I do that. Why is it in type though? Okay. Actually, I might know why. Okay. Yes, I think that is an issue in the actual compiler itself. It is converting it to that type. Yeah. If I look at the compiler. And go to here and let's go to array. Do we have like an array? I don't remember exactly how it looks. What's today's progress? So basically, I'm going through some of the issues that I've been having, because I don't actually test properly, and I want to get to that, right? So I want to get to test properly. So I'm making the test that I have right now work by going through and fixing the things I broke, and then I'm gonna write something that will actually go through and test it. Right? If we can do like make tests or whatever, and it will build all the tests and then also run them. So that way, anytime I make any changes, I'll know immediately if something breaks, and I'll figure out how and why. Yeah, that's basically what I'm working on right now. So I think it's here. So gen read, right. So gen push, we push it as an integer type. Let's see. Gen push anyway. And then the type. Type U8, is that what it is? U8 type. I'm not sure exactly. I forget. Okay. Let's see. No. Okay. Yeah, so it doesn't it wants an integer type, right? That's what the issue is here. But really really could be any integer type. Let's do use actually, not U8. Let's do that by like that should be the default for the sizes. As U64. Right, 92 that for read is for write and read. But then that's gonna cause some issues. Like a lot of things are gonna break. Really need to check right if it's any of the integer types and then just kind of cast them to them. So what is this? If it's less than 0. Yeah, okay, so if we make sure it is unsigned by default, then we don't really have to do that. Right. Expected int. Okay, yeah, so it says expected int there. Let me make this back to int type, right? Just for now. Inspection it still. What? Oh, that's probably cheated. Yeah, because it is not a UC4 type. Yeah, so I need to change that to that word. But what if I, ink type, right? So you know it's ink type, but then I make it, T. Let's edit out word.ns. That's ink. Right, so just, temporarily to test this. And do that. Okay, we still get the invalid pointer, so I'm not sure if that's something to do with this stack or if it is with this, like the amount that we're allocating and such. But let's see. So, right, maybe this is something I don't need to think about just yet because the issue is actually with writing into the memory, right? So it's not being allocated properly. But I would like to come back to that, right? So I want to basically cast them all to the correct type. So I need to switch over all of the int types, make sure it's one of those, and then we can just cast it. Because any of them really would work as long as they're not negative. So then copy, right? So it's failing here, where we are copying memory into the pointer. And it is a pointer type, so that is right. That part is right. But what is the size? Can I print out the size? So it's size dot word. So again, that should be a different type. But if I do that, 1. So the size size is 1. It's always 1. Okay. And let's see. Why is it 1? Because we're only reading one at a time when we do this. What does it have to do with the data type of this though? Right? If this was a U64, say, it doesn't really make a lot of sense with that, but just it's only 1 or 0. So if we do that, let me just breaks. Let me do that. Not redirect it. And also not print anything out. Let's see. Yeah, so segfault, that's kind of weird. Like, what is a segfault? Back. So it's in the free still. Yeah, so it doesn't like that. Something about that is not right. Alright, change back to an 8. What does it look like? Right, this wasn't an issue before, so it's something that is new, and probably a suit of the types, I would assume. So that's that. Even with the end. Right, so I'll leave it as U8. And then, let's see. What if I change them all back? Right, to integers, and I just want to try them. Right, this is not really the appropriate data type. It was just all that I had at the time, so that's why it was that by default, originally. I want to see if it works with that, because it used to work with that. Right, and since everything expects that data type, I'm thinking that that could be a part of the problem. Right? It's still not, I guess. I knew they said it's not. Nope, no, it does not. It was like that. Can't do this though. Times 8, that's the size of the data. Yeah, it doesn't let me do that because it is the incorrect data type. So I can't, there's not proper casting of it, so that is something I need. So I had to do it like this. But then, why can it not free it? But it still needs to be freed, even if it's like this, because it's basically the same thing, just with more type information. Because we don't have stack code copying. How are you doing, Stam? What is up? Set all this and go through here and we do that. And it's just let us deallocate. It was fine then, but then before the cutoff was 40, but now it doesn't even work at 40. For some reason it just seems to happen. Something to do probably with overreading the memory, or something similar to that corrupts it, right? But then you get that. Minus 33 is the only one we don't get any error. But we still have the error invalid, I'm quite sure. Once you're done with FreeBSD, you'll keep working on Jerry the Rock. Alright, Jerry the Rock. Sounds good. How's FreeBSD going, by the way? Better than Linux? So I don't get the issue at all with that. Right. So let me, to try it again. And there it is. Now we get this. Another rate of size 8, and that is in, not 21. Yeah, so it's still here. So when we're doing that, something with being greater than 32. Yes, it is. Nice. And how does it work with like Linux software? Like, have you done that? Like with the emulation or whatever? So we make x equals, right? Do that, and use that here instead. And down here. Right, so it is unsigned. I feel like that, wouldn't really fix it, but right in here. I got weird. With emulation, yeah, like there's the emulation layer, right? To run Linux software. Or is there not? Let's try that. And we still get that. Okay, we still get the issue with that. Let's say actually with the cycle though. It emulates things, yeah. Okay. And all the software that you need runs well on you. Right. So why is it incorrect? Like, why is it invalid? But it's not completely invalid because we still use it. But it's not allocated large enough. So I wanna. Why is that? Am I using this incorrect? Index. Because not really index. It's the size. I don't know why I call it index. The terminal does. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Keep it chat. Wait, let me print this out again. Print out this, which, yeah, index is not really the correct word. That prints out 8, right? Prints out a lot of stuff. Okay, 8, 1, 1, 1. So why are we... Yeah, that's when we're reading from it. So that makes sense. But then 8. 8 is there. 1 second. Yeah, so if I open it up, right, so this is reading from the, I can check. reading from here, and that is 1 byte that we're reading. But then when we read, well, let's see. Actually, it might be reading from this, but that shouldn't be 1. Yeah, but this is. And then the 8 is when we read from here. Well, okay. I don't know why we 1, 2, 3, and then 8 though. I guess this is 8. Yeah, because that happens 1 time. So this read happens 1, 2, 3, and then we have 1 of these. Only 1 of those gets executed. Okay, that is what it is. Yes, yes indeed. But why is it invalid? So is it not allocated properly? Why would it not be? But only will go greater than 32. So what would be the significance of that? It should still be allocated properly. Let me print out val. Maybe I'll just put a space there, so it doesn't take up the whole screen. Maybe that down here as well. Let's try that. Holy crap. Okay, yeah, that's a lot of stuff that happens. Val 256. That's what we allocate, right? 256. And that's because it's 40 times 8. Is that right? I don't think that's right. So why is it 256? 256. It's always 256. And we have 40. And times 8, that's 320. So can it not be greater? Is that what it is, right? Because when we go above 32, and 32 times 8, right, that is, just want to make sure, that is 256. So that seems to be where the issue arises, right? So something to do with that. Why did it cap at 256 for val? Do we not accept anything greater than that in the insert memory? Are we using, like, let's change this back. Right, it should be T. We don't have anything there that caps it like that. Insert memory. It's like a size type. And we do this. Yeah, so it's. Why you would that? Right. So let me perhaps try something. We do create a new int equals 33, and then a. It's a form, right? If I run it on that. Run it and test case. 33. So that was, yeah, but we need to multiply by 8. So, it's something to do with that. Multiplying by 8. But I guess we don't do that. We do that manually. So that wouldn't be, or not manually, automatically. But, yeah, so if I try that, so if I allocate an array with this, it could be something to do with that. So, yeah, allocate, instead of alloc, we call, is int a. Right, and we do that. Equals that, and also there's a no, type in here. Alright, so that said 264. So it did work with that, which is interesting. So that is correct, right? But here it is not. $256. Cultural impact summary what? What do you mean? What does that mean? Okay. We do this here. And it's just an integer. Int. Let me think. So, why would it cap it? Like, it thinks it's a U8. So did I change something here to make it wait? So we have learn. That's the only place where we use that. We use this here, but that's when we are in the external function. So that's not what it is. Right. Let me print out that, and then also see what that says. Right. This has something to do with the casting there. So I need to cast it explicitly. Well, no, because it worked on the other one. So. Oops. 256 and 256. Yeah, so it is that. But it shouldn't be. I'm very confused. It works in the test, right? Test here, that works fine. I make this. I make it 31. It's still 256. Okay. So that seems to be an issue. Where would the 256 come from? Because that should not be. Is it 10? It still says 250. Alright, so there's something else here. Fix the bug. Thanks for the tip. Thanks for the tip. That would be very helpful. So it just says 256 no matter what. So is that something to do with the end? Do I do something incorrect here? Right, let me redirect it to out. Let's go through a lot of stuff. Uh-oh, it's further. Thank you. Once. Okay. I guess that one is just, that one's just dead. Let me see. Look at this. Okay. Move all of that stuff. And let's maybe try it again. Maybe it won't redirect it. But yeah, it says 256. Oh, but then it says 4 and 4. Okay. Which, by the way, is nothing compared to FreeBSD, by the way. For sure, for sure. Why is it 4, though? Alright, let me change back to 33. Because I not see these other values here, so let me run it again. It's still 4 and 4. Okay, so 4. Why is it 4? Hey, BSD went for real, for real. Corporate BSD. Space here. Why would it be 4? Like, I don't know when. I guess the 4 could come from. Yeah, okay, the 4 actually makes sense. Because that is for the string. Is this one that is incorrect? And then, yeah. How do you do that? Okay. 4 makes sense, yes. 4 definitely makes sense. It does make a cool pattern, but, yeah, 256, I don't get why that is. Why is it 256? Spin alloc. So that is, if it is an array, it does this. So this is probably called, right? Let me go here, get rid of this, as well as these ones. That one. I don't want to change it. So let me, well, maybe I'll just, GDB here. This one's still dead. I don't know what's about. Yeah, okay, and then rebuild it all. Let's use GDB and break on genvard. Howdy, how you doing? How are you doing? So let's see. Okay. That can be an issue. Yeah, okay, so we get it there. But let me GDB break on genvard and run. Been good, been better. What is wrong? Did something happen? Okay, change that. That's fine. To the next one. So yeah, we have a few that are not. Okay, so we have this one. Let's print perhaps node value bar array. array size is, yeah, it's an expression. So maybe I'll step into this. So what is type size though? This is 8. Okay, so this is the integer array. And what is the, so generate the next one. So print s, right? Why do I just have s? Okay, s dot val. S dot value. S dot value dot int. No, it's integer, right? Is that okay? I feel like that's not right. So let me see what it actually generates it. Right, it's a variable. So grab, yeah, it is variable. What are you trying to figure out today? I'm just trying to fix a couple of issues to do with the tests that I have. Like they don't all run properly. I'm trying to fix those issues. Well, it's not exactly that. Not exactly U8. It caps it at 256, and I don't know why. But it also only prints that. So that is what I'm trying to figure out. Okay, next. So it must be grabbing the wrong variable or something like that. If get variable, it should be global, so we want to step into that, and then get the variable. Return there. Return here, and we. Okay, so we should have the variable on the top of the stack as of that point. So we generated. So then, yeah, we can't really see what it is though. See what the value is. Right. So yeah, it's just kind of hard to tell at this point. Okay, no, in the future I'll give you a whole book of complaints. All right, sounds good, sounds good. Let's see. Maybe I will break on. Right, so that generates that. I want to see what the values are of the variable. Let's see. All right, let's go. Let me start over again. Yes. And here's the first one. So we can see what the value of the variable is here when we actually allocate it. Let's see. So it is this, and we'll step into this and print expert.value.integer 34. Okay, and that is correct. So 34 is right. Expert.value.integer times 4 is 136. It's not 4 times 8. 272. Yeah, so that is what it should be. But it says 256 instead. So right, so we generate it properly, and that's fine. So that works out fine, it seems. But then the next one is not, right? And we generate all of this. So let's maybe instructions. Well, let me put it out so I can get it there. So what do I know? I just want to look at it. So we should push, right? This one should be pushing the value. So I want to print machine instructions data ID, and the value is 34. Yes, that is correct. And then we push. This is actually probably the size. Yeah, so 8. So that is the size. So then we should multiply. So there could be an issue with the multiplication. So we get the stack size. State. Not state, but machine. Not stack. Machine. Not stack. Size. -1. And it is 2. So that is the current stack size. That makes sense. And then what is the machine? So we're basically setting up to allocate an array. So 1. So why is it 1? That is interesting. Subtract. Okay, yeah, because that's we're getting the variable location essentially, getting the variable value. Generate all that. So it could be an issue with the subtraction. Well, no, I think subtraction works. So we duplicate that. So print index. So it's 1. Okay, so that's the variable that we are grabbing. Machine stack. Machine stack size -1. 34. So that is the value. So that makes sense, right? And then we multiply B A 8. So we should multiply both of those together. So that is what this should do. And print machine.stack size -1. And it's 272. So that is correct. So at this next point, pop it off. Print A. And it's still 272. Now, 272. Okay. So that actually worked fine. Right, so that allocated it, and it was fine. And this is... Ooh, that does not work right. Oh, okay, as U8, it's 16. Wait, so why is there a U8 here? Oh, it's a character. Okay, that's what it is. Character. Why is there a character, though? Let me see. Yeah, that's still broken. Yeah, why would there be character here? Okay, we're setting this, but I don't know why it would be that. Mm, yeah, type. Pointer type. Okay, it's a pointer. Okay. So I suppose that is what it is. So we're grabbing the pointer, and then we're going to write to it. This is... That is... Value is int type, and as int is 0. Okay, yeah, because we're just writing something to it. Okay, yeah, that's the offset. That's what it is. So we're adding that, and then cast this the word pointer. This, and push up, and then we're writing to it. Okay, size data. So this first one works. It's actually the second iteration where it starts breaking. So those two. So the data is an int type. What? It is an int type. So what is... Oh, okay, so we don't have... That's what we're writing. That's what it is. Okay. And then... And that is a pointer, so that's fine. Yeah, PRs. Index is 8, and then it's okay. Push this. We indeed that, so index. And what are we grabbing? Stack size, and push this. This is probably right into it. Right, there's kind of a lot of stuff that goes on, and probably some unnecessary things. And what's that? Wait, I want to get well, let's see. So let me look at it again. So it's in here where we really get issues, right? So we do okay, and here is exactly why. Okay, that's why it stopped working there, just randomly, and that's why it was 256 always. I am, and there we go. Okay, and now we shouldn't get any issues. We can change this to whatever, 128, and it worked fine. Okay, so that's what it was. Okay, yeah, but we had the data size to that. That was, we were looping over it, but we just didn't set it properly there. Okay, so yeah, it wasn't actually an issue with the virtual machine in any way. It was with the program. Okay. So let me go here, and I just want to make sure that we don't print anything out that we don't want to print out. Let me change it. Let's do like 15 or something so I can see. Yeah, okay, so that's good. 32 is good. Oh, well, okay. Well, actually, I want to change this again. Right. I want to change it back. So I want to make it U64. So that should still work. It was just I had that set up wrong. So I want all of the types to be appropriate for the location. Okay. And U64 again. These are all U64 because they're indexes. And this, that is that, and okay, so that should be fine. If I run it, hopefully it works. Okay, that worked. And if I make it larger, not that large, and works as well. Okay, perfect. So yeah, 32 is a good one. Okay, you can see the whole thing and all that stuff. So that's what I wanted to change, and I just mistyped. Okay, yeah. So work on the it's okay. And that works now. So all the other examples should work. So I might don't want to write that now. I'm not sure. Why do we do it main? So print int, we know that works. I can move this test.kno. I should have been it before, but okay. Spin compare should still work, and it does. And then stir len 27. All right, yeah. So I should write something. Let's see. I could probably, I guess, write it in TanoScript if I wanted to. It basically just opens the file. Like I would have to call it C code, but I might just write it in C or Python. Probably won't do that now, but I'll make an issue, and that'll probably be the next tune. Yeah, because I probably should go pretty soon, so I'll make this. Right. This is basically just running in circles, right? Spinning wheels, if you will. Then implement testing, where the output. Let's see. Save the output to a file. And test against that file. Basically, is what I want to do. Yeah. It shouldn't be that hard. Basically, there would just be two flags. You could do test. You could do test or save, right? So save would save iterate over all the tests and then save the output to the file, and then test would just iterate over all of them and compare the output to the file. So I think that makes sense. Let's see. I would really like this to close. So all of those work now. We go back to the radio, right? So that is the current in progress one. Run it again. Make sure it is still working, right? Yes, looks good. Okay, can do that. Yeah. So basically, yeah, I really like this. Yeah. So what I need a way to pass structures. That is kind of important because we can't just pass them as pointers. So in the generated code, I'm wondering if we could cast it. You know. Let's see the color. Yeah. So I should do some stuff with that. Right, because we can't just make this a structure. We can't actually, I don't think we can put structure in it. It won't work because we don't have the information on it. So struct color. Right, if we had U8 R T U8. Okay, that's not how you do it. U8. Yeah, do it this way. And comma. And then we also have alpha. Okay. So if we have that, right, we can't just pass it here. Right, that is unrecognized. So let's say something. Yeah. All right. So yeah, we need a way to do that. But then the issue is it's a pointer, right? It's a pointer to the beginning of the struct in memory. And we can't really pass that. We have to know the type in order to dereference it, right? Because if we look at Raylib, user include, right? And I take a look at Raylib package, and it doesn't make open the list, just for viewing. And we can go here, we can take color. So if you look at actually the struct color, right, where it is defined, is here. So they're unsigned characters, right? So same thing as U8. We have that. Wait, it can be represented as an integer, I suppose, like a 32-bit one. But then if you look at a function, maybe where it takes the color, I can find one. Yeah, right here. It's not a pointer. So it's gonna, right, I'm not sure exactly how it would work, right? So I need to look probably at the generated assembly. Can I do that? What's that thing called? It's like, God. There's a way to do it also at the command line, but I don't know how to do it. So that might be helpful if I look at how it's actually represented in assembly. I could think about ways to do that. Let's see, if I have, yeah, if I make a struct, so struct color, and then we'll have some character. I guess I don't really have to do all of that stuff. Right, so we have that. Doesn't do anything here. Get rid of this. And make a do stuff, and it takes a color. And it does that. Let's see, why does this fail? I don't know what that means. What? Oh yeah, I need to do struct. I forgot. Used to doing type def, right? I do that. Why is it incomplete type? Ah, yeah, we don't have printf yet, but we'll do that. Okay, and that works for now, right? So we have do stuff here. And we do all of that. And what if I call like declare a see? It's 2, 3, 4, just something like that. And then call it 3 stuff C. Right? I want to see what that looks like. Do stuff go. Yeah, so we just do it like that. It's not very helpful really. Okay, yeah, so I'll have to look into that, right? Because we need to be able to pass it, but we can't pass it as a pointer. And so I guess as long as the type name is the same, we could do something where in the generated code, it basically pass it to one of those and dereferences, you know? Like that. So if we did that, right, obviously we need to support this when we are actually parsing it. So I could look at how the parsing looks. Parse external func, right? And we have all of these. And if it's not a type, then we do that. But if we have something that is not a type, well, hang on, let's see. So if, instead of just putting the types directly here, what if we put just the size of the type? Because that's all that we need, right? Well, the size of the name. We'll put the size of the name. Then we'll have that. I'll have changed a little bit on the generation side. Right, and then we'll have the size of it. And let me think actually. So if we know the size, I don't know. I'll have to look into interacting with it. Because we need to be able to pass these structs if I want to use raylib properly. And also, you know, like if it's just a pointer, it wouldn't be a big deal because we could just pass the pointer. But it is not. But yeah, so that's gonna be it for the next stream. So I don't think there's anything to commit at the moment. But yeah, the next one it'll be working on that. But that's gonna be about it for today. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.